My name is Almudena Cascales Imperial, and this video is for the final exam of the course Resources and ICT. Hello everyone and welcome once again to the podcast where all teachers get ideas for their classes. Today we are going to do a final exam for the Resource and ICT course of the University of Murcia. Let's go! For the first part of the exam, we have to design a teaching project. The one I have developed is designed for the subject of physical education, for the third cycle of primary education. I have taken the course from the Spanish Royal Decree of November 2022. In this project, a student will work the importance of physical education and the healthy habits. The specific competence to be worked on with this project are specific competence 1.1, 1.2, 2.2, 3.1, 3.2, and 4.3. Let's have a look at them. My project consists of a gincana, and to carry it out, we will need to use digital device. In this case, we will use a tablet. We will need one device per group, and each group is made up of 3 or 4 students. The gincana will take place in 2 sessions and is divided in 4 activities. In the first session, the teacher will divide the class into groups of 3 and 4 students. Each group will be given a map of the gincana and the tablet in which they will have to do the activities. Before leaving the class, a student will watch a YouTube video where healthy habits are explained. You can find the link to the video in the transcription. Next comes the fair activity. The student will find a QR code, and they will have to scan it with a QR code reader. The link for this tool is in the transcription. The first activity will open a quizzes, where they will have to put the code found in the place of the activity, and they will have 10 minutes to solve the 15 questions created by the teacher. It is time for the second activity, where they will have to scan a QR code again, but this time it will take them to a Padlet made by the teacher, in which they will have to put a reflection of the whole group about the importance of physical education. For this activity, they will have another 10 minutes. They will finish the first session with the third activity, which consists of making a TikTok trend related to the topics of the subject. They will be given 2 options, each one with a different QR code, and they will have to record themselves imitating the trend. All the participants of the group will have to participate. We will start the second session with a world-class review. Once we have made this review, a student will think individually about what they learned in the previous session. They will have 5 minutes. Once the time has passed, they will put themselves in the project groups and will make a web map using a template from the MindDomo application. On the map, they will put all the things they have learned, with all the activities, and to finish, they will make a final reflection of the whole project. To do all this, they will have 13 minutes, and the last 5, they will make a capture of the map and upload it to the second activity Padlet. Now I will show you the 4 activities finished and how they look like. If you want to have a closer look at the activities and analyze them, the links are in the transcription. Now let's look what digital tools are going to use the students. In the first session, the students are going to use YouTube, QR code reader, quizzes, Padlet, and TikTok. For the second session, the students are going to use MindDomo. All the links to the tools will be in the transcription. To give you an overview of my project, I am going to show you an image of my ACAD framework. I have used as inspiration the video of the first task of the course. I will leave the link in the transcription. Some ethical problems that I have found when I was doing the activity are the following. One would be the parents. as their consent will be needed for their child to participate and be recorded inside the school. The solution to this problem will be send an email to all parents explaining the whole activity, and they will have to reply with their confirmation. Another problem will be children who are not very skilled with the digital tools, so it is important that the students are always accompanied by the teacher in case they need help at some point. On the other hand, there are ethical issues with digital tools, as this activity requires digital device and access to websites. And not all the students have a tablet or a personal email. As a solution, the school will let them a device for each group with the scholar email. This way, the student details are not exposed. Another problem with a particular tool will be with TikTok, as a student might use audio that is not very appropriate for the subject. So in the activity, there will be 2 QR codes of 2 TikToks for them to imitate. Now let's see which are the added values of using digital tools in this project. The first added value will be digital literacy, which allows them to develop the ability to use and understand digital technologies, as well as learning how to use different digital tools. Let's continue with the second added value. This type of activities allows the teacher to capture the attention and interest of the students while they are learning. In addition, this also allows the teacher to see if they have acquired the knowledge you wanted them to learn and if they need any support in any of the activities or knowledge, as there is a digital follow-up of the activities they have been doing. The third added value is teamwork. They learn on their own how to work in a team. They also work in an impulsivity, as they have to think about their response so that they don't have a negative impact on their classmates. In order to evaluate this project, I will use a rubric that will help me to get a mark. For this, I will take into account the following categories. A specific competence, where it will be evaluated if the students have acquired this competence. Knowledge about the project. It will be evaluated if they know the importance of physical sport and about healthy habits. Past activities. If the students have been able to pass the activities or not. The web app. Here it will be evaluated if they have learned the important things of the project and a final reflection of the group. Attitude and participation. In this category, it will be evaluated the degree in which the students have been involved in the activities. Fellowship and teamwork. If they have been able to work in a team and if they have helped each other. Finally, originality. How original they have been in activities that require it. We will end the first part of the exam with the play or personal learning environment. Is the set of tools, information source, connection, and activities that each person uses regularly to learn. The Gincana provides some advantages when it comes to teaching, as a new methodology is being applied, such as the active methodology. With this activity, students have available the following digital tools that they can include in their play. To access the information, they will use QR code decoding, YouTube, Padlet, and TikTok. For recreating information, they will use quizzes, Padlet, Mindomo, and TikTok. And for the discussion, they will use Padlet. Now, let's see the play of the activity. The first element is ChatGPT, an artificial intelligence designed to have conversation and provide you with any kind of information. It is very useful if you have to do a job, as it gives you so many ideas to start. The second one is DeepL. It is a translator, and during this course has helped me to correct the mistake I usually made in English. It has also helped me to improve. The third element is Canva. For me, it has been a crucial tool, and I have prepared most of my presentation with it. Besides that, you can be as creative as you want, and for me that is very important. The fourth one is Mindomo, an application for making conceptual maps, diagrams, etc., which means that it has been a great help because it allowed me to create connection of what I want to learn in order to make it easier. And the last element has been Prezi, which, like Canva, is used to prepare presentation, but the difference is that Prezi makes them dynamic and that makes listeners not get bored and pay much more attention to you. The three areas that I choose are Area 2, digital resources, because it is important to improve teaching through digital content, and for that we have to create and share it with other professionals. Education is evolving and professionals are evolving with it. Area 3, teaching and learning. I have chosen this one because it is about integrating technology safely and creatively into the classroom, as well as implementing new pedagogical methods for teaching. With digital technologies, learning processes are enrichment, as it is the student themselves who can plan, contrast ideas, and document these processes. And Area 6, facilitating student digital competence. This area effectively teaches a student how to use technological skills. It also aims to teach a student how to solve problems using digital technologies, but the first thing to keep in mind is to make a responsible and critical use of digital competence. I have learned many things during this course, but the one I remember the most are the ones where I have learned the most. For example, I remember task 2, where we had to create a game and we were inspired by the TV show Catch a Million to make our own game. Honestly, I don't know what grade I deserve. I've never been very good at putting grades, but knowing all the work that goes into this video and all the work that has to be done to get everything well arranged, I think I deserve a 7 or an 8. Because although I've done the best I could think of, I still have plenty of aspects where I can improve. Following this line, I think that the most challenging role has been to qualify the work of my classmates and my own, because you never know the work that others do and the work that it costs them. In other words, it is the role of analyst. And the most important role has been the facilitator, as it is in charge of distributing the part of the task and it is in charge of checking the work once it is done, in case there are any mistakes. And if there are any, the facilitator is the one who harms his classmates, which is why I think he is the one with the most responsibility, and in my opinion is the same as the most important. This is the end of today's program. Thank you very much and see you next time.